Okay. So I'm going to do 2 pictures. One where you're holding it as you're already posing, and then one where you're kind of just looking over it. I'm going to turn my camera on. Perfect. And then hold it up, covering just your nose and mouth. Yeah. Put it up a tiny bit more so I just see your eyes. Yeah. Amazing.
Your dress is definitely like in keeping with the aesthetic of the clubhouse too.
Perfect. I'm so shaky today.
So tell us why you chose the word grief.
It's like something that I've been dealing with for a while. 2001, my father passed away, and I watched him die slowly from cancer. So I watched him dying and actually die, and watched them carry his body away. So, oh my God, I'm gonna start crying.
It's okay.
Let it out.
We have a lot
Don't
of
hold
people
back.
cry.
I might start crying as well.
Yeah, we'll just cry.
So, my father and my grandfather passed away from cancer in less than a year from each other. I was very close to both of them.
Was it his dad?
No, it was my grandfather on my mom's side. And I had to watch both of them die and watch their bodies be taken away. So that's not something that you can deal with. I was only 19 at the time too, and I'm 35 now, and it's still like it was yesterday. And you have to try to live with that every day. Especially I feel like women feel like they can't talk about what bothers them because you have to be strong. And you don't want to put that burden on people, especially me. I will hold it in so that it's not a burden on someone else, so that somebody else can lean on me. So just trying to live with something so hurtful is like a daily struggle. And a lot of grief with me has been watching. So I watched these people go through such a difficult time, and now I feel like I'm watching myself trying to live and be who I am while going through such a huge thing. So yeah, it's not easy, and so work in progress.
Yeah. Have there been things that you found in yourself that have helped, or maybe like coping mechanisms that you found in yourself?
Yeah, well, I found that it's not even, I wouldn't say coping mechanism. I think it's done me a disservice to not talk about how I feel with people that I care about, because that keeps them from really knowing me. And then it's also never talking about that thing that's so huge in your life is such a, it's not good. You shouldn't hold those things in. And I still do it. I'm a lot better than I was before, but I still definitely keep a lot of that stuff to myself because, like I said, you worry about burdening people with your problems. I do comedy, so I've always been a fan of comedy. So people expect like this cheerful, happy person all the time, and I am. And I think if you let people know that that's not you all the time, that opens the door to them asking you how you feel, and maybe that's part of the reason why I never said anything, because I don't want to talk about that, because I don't want to be like the crying lady,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be like, oh, she's just so emotional, which is what's wrong with that, really.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, I think what you just said, it's frustrating because like I think for like, I don't want to talk about myself too much, but as an example, like it's interesting that like we feel like we have to fall into a certain category all the time, like how you're saying you always have to be the bright, cheerful person. And it's funny because I'm like kind of the opposite. Everyone like always calls me Daria because I'm very like flatlined and whatever. And it's like, but then if I'm in a good mood and I like show my other side, people are, oh, what's wrong with you? Why are you so happy? And I'm like, I'm not always like that. I just like, that's my innate personality. Like I'm not easily excited by things. I'm sorry, but like,
I'm a human with like a full range of emotions.
Yeah, like I have like many different sides, and it's just interesting that like it's frustrating because it's even like people I've gone to high school with still make these like comments about me, and I'm like, I'm not the same person. Like I have like many different sides. So it's what you're saying is very interesting because it's frustrating because you feel like you have to constantly be on, and that's a struggle. And like you said, with women especially, we feel, because I think we have such strength inside of us, we feel like we have to be strong for, I mean, we're like nurturers, so we feel like we have to nurture everyone else around us before ourselves.
Exactly.
But it's not good. And I had a question in there, but I don't remember now, so you also might have answered it.
Yeah, it's interesting how people will put you in a box.
Yeah.
Especially since I do comedy, it's either you're like very gloom and doom or you're happy all the time, and you're not allowed to have all of those range of emotions like a normal human. And people just expect you to just be that one way all the time.
Yeah. What kind of comedy do you do?
Sketch comedy,
Okay.
writing and performing.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Do you use your grief in any of it, or is it just kind of to take your mind out of it?
I've been doing comedy since before any of this stuff happened, so it's always been something
Okay.
that I loved.
Mhm.
But it definitely helps. I do notice I work harder when I'm going through something, which
Yeah.
is an interesting way with that. But yeah, it's a passion, and I guess all passions, you get something from it, and it helps in some way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like that's most people, is you work harder when you're going through something bad, which is so sad.
I know. It's like a way to take your mind off, but you love it anyway, so it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like it's taking your mind off.
Yeah.
Sounds
It's
like
just
you're
sad
in the
I
right
can't
line
do
of
it.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.